This is Talk with Dorks. We're doing another top 5, and today we're doing our top 5 superheroes. Take it away, Ryan.
I got to start, right? Okay, number 5 on my list, and I don't know, man. I struggle with this. I'm not really big into the superhero thing.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
we're called Talks with Dorks, and none of us watch superhero films. All right.
Course I do. Course I do, sunshine. This is my thing, and
I know, I know.
this took me a long time, right? And I changed my list, like, but my number 5 is the man in the blue box, the Doctor. And if I'm going to choose a Doctor, it's going to be the 10th Doctor. He is one of my favourite superheroes.
Who's the 10th?
David Tennant.
Okay,
You know,
all right.
oh, you did not don't watch it at all. Never watched it, no.
No, so it's one of those things I would, if I came around yours and it was on, I would happily watch. Like, actually be into it. I've never put it on myself, but yeah, I dig it.
I got into it purely because an ex's mum turned around and said, "You look like the new Doctor." This was when I was younger and I had a full head of hair, and David Tennant was the Doctor.
Right, okay.
Yeah, now I look like one of the fucking Daleks.
Yeah, I think the only thing that goes as far back as the first episode of Doctor Who is your hairline, right?
What's your number 5, Tony?
Now, don't hate me for this. It's a low one. Batman.
Listen,
Batman is
your
my
list
number
is your
5.
list. Your list
It
is
is
your
my
list,
list.
man. Yeah.
And that is a collective Batman as well. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
ranking Batman as a whole. Number 5.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Yours for number 5 is Batman. Are we going on to number 4s? I've got to say it. It's Batman. Number 4.
Oh, wow, okay, that's
Oh,
low. I thought it was to be a
yeah.
lot higher.
You're going to be. You'll see why. You'll see why.
Yeah. Have you got is yours again just
Yeah.
Batman in general? Yeah.
Obviously, we've said it a million times. My Batman will always be Keaton, but that's Batman as a whole. I love Batman.
I think afterwards I want a little conversation about what makes a hero because Doctor Who I've never thought as a superhero. I know Batman is a superhero, but he's got no superpowers. I think that's a chat for maybe for a full episode.
That's a good point. Maybe even some of our listeners might want to, in the comments, say Doctor Who, or comments say Doctor Who's not a superhero. I believe he is because he saves the universe a lot. That's pretty much a superhero. But let's hear your opinions. What's your number 4 then, Tone?
So number 4 for me, perhaps arguably not a superhero again, but I'm counting it, is Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, banging theme tune. Obviously, a massive '90s throwback, which I'm kind of into. If you didn't know, little bit of trivia about Darkwing Duck. I say trivia, a little bit about me and him. I never knew his name was Darkwing Duck until I got a VHS for Christmas. Despite it being on the titles and despite it being in a song, I always thought it was Duckwing Duck, which I always actually did think was quite odd. And it does make sense. He is Darkwing Duck, not Duckwing Duck.
It is a mouthful, to be fair.
It is, and that's what she said.
Dick joke, love a dick joke. It was around that time where everything was a duck. You had Darkwing Duck, you had Count Duckula, DuckTales, Howard.
Yeah. There was a lot of ducks going around, a lot of flying ducks.
Someone gave a massive duck.
Massive duck in the 90s.
Oh, mate, just go on to our next one before I carry on with these dad jokes.
Ed the Duck.
Ed the Duck. Yeah, there you go. Donald as well. Don't forget Donald.
Cannot the original, the OG duck.
You're going to be surprised with my number 3.
Go on, let's have your number 3, Ryan.
He's right here. It's the Green Ranger.
Okay, all right. So not
Yeah.
Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, yeah?
Tommy Oliver, Green Ranger. Yeah, but again, like Keaton is my Batman, my Tommy Oliver is the Green Ranger.
Okay.
That was my favourite colour. What's yours?
My number 3. We're going to take it back a few episodes. My number 3, of course, is Shit Cunt Roy.
Do you know what? I didn't actually think of that. I did not think that would be on your list.
Yeah. Yeah, not many of you guys are going to know what. Well, maybe a few of our listeners will, but I suppose a few of us watching on TikTok might not know who Shit Cunt Roy is. All I can do is urge you to go and watch the episode. We'll put a link or put some sort of jazz going on here so you can go find it.
At Talk Dork Podcast on YouTube. It's easy. Go for it. I'll put something up there. I'm clever like that. So am I surprising you with my list that for example, that Batman and Green Ranger are up there?
I'm not surprised that they're on the list. I'm surprised that they're low down, but I guess we're only playing with 5 here. So not shocked, but shocked about their position. Especially Green Ranger.
Yeah, because obviously we know me, and it was kind of easy, but at the same time difficult, because it's like, this is you locking in your number 5, and this is something I'm big on. My number 2, now might shock you as well, is the big blue Boy Scout, Superman.
Solid choice, obviously. He's the superhero, isn't he? Like, I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, but again, it's one of them. Everyone knows me for Superman, so anyone that knows me is listening, going, "Who the fuck is his number 1?" You wait.
Oh, I think I know. I know. Yeah.
You don't.
All right. So, my number 2 is a little like one of your last picks, but I'm going for White Ranger, Tommy Oliver, White Ranger.
That's why you asked if it was green. I like it.
Yeah. And I wish I could show you, but that was my pick. I am going White Ranger. I have a massive preference for the White Ranger over Green Ranger. I just prefer the series he was in. I prefer the suit. I prefer the Zord. Saber as well. And yeah, White Ranger over Green.
I like the fact that I picked up my Green Ranger action figure, or Jacob's Green Ranger action figure, when there's literally a dragon dagger there. I could have chose. Okay, so now down to number 1s. Number 1. This is where that boom music should come in, and I've just had a really weird feeling of deja vu for some reason. Like we've done this list before. Number 1.
Have we?
Oh no, because no one knows who my number 1 superhero is. I'm going to pull on your heartstrings for this one. It's my mum.
Yeah, there ain't no topping that.
Yeah, I was sitting there when Superman was number 1. They were all up 1, and then I sat there and I was like, hang on, I haven't put my mum on the list. My mum is my number 1 superhero, straight up.
Oh shit! My mum listens to these things, and I've not picked her in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I've not even got her as an honourable mention. I'm really sorry.
I was going to say honourable mention.
I could have not even said that, but yeah, no, she's not even an honourable mention. Oh, I'm such a bastard.
I mean, you haven't said your number 1, but I take it that the fact that you love your number 1 so much, you're not even going to replace it with your mum. Tell us your number 1.
Fucking Superman. I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry. You're great. You're fantastic, but you don't fly. You don't even drive anymore. So, I mean, Superman.
Wow. I'm just gonna say, if you were still living at your mum's right now and she heard you having this conversation, her exact expression would be up and away. Oh, I'm really killing it with these dad jokes. I don't know what's going on. It's because I've been with the kids all day. I had to go to a sports day with Ronnie, so I had to be in dad mode full. Tony, do you want to wrap it up? That was top 5s. Oh, do you know we've got to do honourable mentions?
Let's do an honourable mention then.
Please put your mum in your list just to sort of sort yourself out.
So I've got 2 honourable mentions. One is Samantha, my lovely, kind-hearted, beautiful, inside and out mum, who I've just had up for the last weekend, and it was a pleasure to see her. I've got much love for her, much respect. She is beyond Superman. That's what she is. Okay, and the other one is Captain Planet.
He was so close to going in my honourable mentions. And can I just say, Samantha, by the way, if you're still listening, if you haven't given up, by the way, Tony just said he really enjoyed your time, but he doesn't know I've been recording since we got on, and he had a conversation where he wasn't happy about you being up. My honourable mentions, Tony, just to really upset you now, I've got Deadpool, Spawn,
Okay, yeah.
because Spawn, Guyver, and my dad.
Guyver. Well,
Do you want to apologise?
you're just smashing it, really, aren't you? And on that note, everyone, I'm Tony of Bingus at the 90s on TikTok. This is DJ Ryan S, and this is Talk with Dork podcast.
As another top 5.
Later, you yogurt chewers.